Hello traders. So the last Euro USD I did call out to you guys. The what was it called? That was some month ago. So my new look on that of these current levels of the market. Possible we are likely going to have a good opportunity to buy maybe next week or this week. Okay. So well, let's do the analysis together. So okay, this is a resistance levels before Boko turn to support. Okay, so we have been able to pinpoint this. Okay, so our main focus has to do with this whole area here. Okay, so these all levels here, right? If you look at this whole area here, this is resistance levels broken before turn to support. So let's go to daily time frame. Now, in a nutshell, what we'll be looking out for is opportunity to buy, not to sell, because it is clearly obvious that we are on the support levels. Okay, so I need to adjust this. Okay, now having done this, so I need to make this as my support levels. Okay, support area. So let me adjust this so that it will be inside it. Okay, all this whole area here, they are support levels, right? Which is this. Okay, so let's leave it here. Okay, now we are looking for opportunity to buy from the higher time frame to that of this lower time frame. It is clearly obvious that we should look for opportunity to what? To buy the market upward. Now, but all this whole entry here, initially this will have been our entry, yeah, while our stop loss will have been below this whole area here, right? If we are taking entry based on these levels, but we could have as well take entry from here as well. But because we made this whole entry and likewise we missed entry here, so we want to look for reasons to add a new entry to join, okay, the market. Now, if you all pay attention to this, here was a bearish structure, right? Bearish, right? Bearish. A new high here, but price has broken the what? The high. Higher low now, a new higher high. Then we expect a new higher low, price to go where? Upward. So in a nutshell, what we'll be looking out for, like I said, it is an opportunity to buy the market upward in line with what the higher time frame is telling us. So we've been able to done this. Like now, let's go to that of lower time frame below that of. Let's go to 4-hour time frame and see what price is doing. Now this is 4-hour time frame. Now what we have here on that of the 4-hour time frame, it is a clearly obvious chart pattern called a reversal chart pattern, which this can be called inverse head and shoulder pattern. This is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the what? The right shoulder. So now what we have on that of 4-hour time frame also, it is still in line with what we have on that of higher time frame. So what I'm looking out for, it is an opportunity to buy the market upward. So let's look out for the neckline. Okay, this is the neckline here, right? So let's make it double. Okay, I've traded several inverse head and shoulder pattern. I will show you an example. The one we traded maybe 2 years ago, including currently that of the gold analysis I did with you guys last week over the weekend, right? Now this is the pattern. So in some way, what we're looking out for now is an opportunity to buy the market upward. So I expect price to break above this whole area here. So buy the clear breakout. I expect price to break above the area. So let me change this to probably this. Okay, it's not obvious. Let's use black so that it will be obvious, right? I expect price to break above this whole area here. Now, if you are buying, don't forget, price can as well come back and test this levels here, which is a resistance level broken before, which is not a support level. So if price did something like this, came back to test here, you can as well look for bullish reversal candlestick here to buy the market upward. Okay, while still your stop loss is going to be at this whole area here. Your stop loss should be here. But if price clearly break above this whole area here, you can have your stop loss at this levels here. So if price break this whole area here, your stop loss, let me make it obvious for you guys, right? Your stop loss should be here, okay, right? And our target, first thing you need to first of all do is this: mention between the neckline and that of the head. Then you place it above the neckline levels, right? So this should be our what? Our target. Now, if you all pay attention to these old levels here, where as our target now, if you look here, we have a resistance levels ahead of us. So there is possibility price will get to this whole area before anything is likely going to what happen. So my look now is that we'll be looking for opportunity to buy the market upward. Like I said, two things are likely going to happen. Is either price come back, let me remove this. Is either price come back to do this. So let me sketch it for you guys. We come back to this level to do this. Now price come back to do this, right? To these levels here now, and you can look for bullish reversal candlestick around somewhere here. So let's make this bold. You can look for bullish reversal candlestick around somewhere here to buy the market upward. That is first entry, right? If you came back to test this area here, because of these resistance levels broken before turn to support. Likewise, if it clearly breaks above this resistance, this neckline levels as well, you can look for bullish reversal candlestick to buy the market upward. Why? If you are buying from here, your stop loss, which is invalidate levels, on the norms is meant to be here, but I personally don't like to use that. I do divide the right shoulder into two. That's what I usually do, and I'll place my stop loss at that levels. So your stop loss can be here if you are buying from here. But if you are buying from this breakout of this neckline here, your stop loss will be at this levels entry. Like I said, this will not be your target, right? This will be your target. So it's a good risk reward ratio trade. So I will advise you guys, don't sell. Those of you that are jumping into sell or those sending message to me, you guys should do what? You should withhold the trade and look for opportunity to buy. Last week also I explained a trade to you guys. Here's an example, okay? I explained a trade to you guys why we're going to buy this market upward. This is just a short time retracement. I believe gold is still going to continue with our long time anticipation over 3 weeks now that we have been buying. We project this to go upward now. And likewise on this, you guys should still keep your stop loss to this whole area here. Note, all these trade, they are trade I did send the analysis, pre-market analysis before calling the trade out. You can see it here, April 26th, right? And these are the instructions I gave on it, okay? Likewise, this that we're buying upward now, we sold this market downward from this whole area here. We saw the wave X because we're able to spot triangles at that of wave X. And when you spot the triangles in wave principle, what it simply means is that the dominant trend is going to resume. What is the dominant trend before this formation of triangles here? It is a bearish structure, which is the reason why I gave you guys this old trade that you guys should sell Euro USD. That was last month. Let's go and look at the pairs together. So let's go to the analysis itself. That was the reason why I gave you guys this trade. That every one of you guys to sell the market downward. Okay, it is because I spot that of the triangle. Now, a lot of you guys might be wondering that I labeled this ABC. My priority is that it is a correction. We can as well spot triangles at that of wave B and that of wave C, wave B and that of wave X and that of wave 4. Those are the three areas that triangles are common obviously what spotted, and that was the reason why I was able to do that. And I also sent the analysis to you guys. I gave you guys the trade even before the market play out. Here was the pending order, and I also sent the video for you guys to learn one or two things of why we are selling the market down, which it did play as we did what anticipated. Which these are all my updates before I finally asked you all to do what, to book your profit on this line in this last video. Yeah, now note, those of you that jumping into this new impulse, like I said to you guys, that is high time for us to be buying, be it that of the aggressive entry from here or that of the conservative entry. Here is the aggressive entry. I sent the aggressive entry to you guys last week Friday. Before that, the aggressive entry, let's go, let me show you the aggressive entry, right? I updated and I sent to you guys that this aggressive entry, and here was my stop loss. Now note, this aggressive entry here, if you bought from here, I will advise you to move your stop loss to the entry level. If you bought the conservative entry levels here, the level I wrote as a confirmation level to buy, which is the conservative entry, move your stop loss to this the aggressive entry level. So if you had added entry, if price get to these old levels of that of wave X, I will advise you all to move your stop loss to the conservative entry. Now note, this trade was not just spot. I didn't just call the trade instantly. I did the top analysis, keep updating you guys, keep you guys all posted when it is high time for us to do what? To start buying. That is the power of what? Understanding what works in the market and what is not working in the market. Now, the other thing I want you guys to pay attention to on this analysis I just show you guys, as you can see that it's going upward, but it is best we all wait for clear breakout above this resistance level, which is the neckline area. So you guys can always what? Wait for it. And let me make this obvious. Let me make this obvious, okay? Entry levels. Entry levels. So let's make this coordinate, okay? Aggressive entry levels, okay? Entry buy at, okay, that will be 1.76070, okay? So that's the, don't make this, make it, okay? So let's change the color to probably blue so that it will be obvious. And what is it called? The look of it, and make this fade this a little bit so that people can clearly see it clearly, okay? Now note, like I said to you guys, those of you that are conservative, I will advise you wait for clear breakout and retest on the old trade there. Okay, so let me change this color to this. Let me fade this to 42. So 42. So 42. Now note this, I've traded several head and shoulder pattern. So let's go to the, I've traded several head and shoulder pattern, be it that of the inverse or that of the head and shoulder pattern itself. So you guys can, you'll be able to learn one or two things. So what I'm trying to pass across on the analysis. So if I'm able to spot, I don't think I have one here on this platform. Okay, let me go to the before and after journal. I should be able to spot a head and shoulder pattern here, excuse me. So let's go back down. These are trade I did leverage on. So for you guys to learn one or two things, that's the reason why I usually keep the journal. Okay. Here's an example of head and shoulder pattern. Though this trade did play around several times. So before it breaks it and go upward. Okay, you can see it here now. So what price is likely going to do when it breaks it, retest, look for bullish reversal candlestick and buy the market upward. These are last year. So let me show you another one I did on that of this. Let's go to, let me show you another one I did so that it's going to be clearer for you guys to see what I'm trying to pass across today. So it is a reversal pattern spotted on the what? On the support level, which was a clear indication that price is going to do what? Is going to go upward. So let's look for more of it so that, so okay, here's an example. This is Euro New Zealand. Here was the result after. So you guys should expect that on that of what? Euro Audi. So EURAUD should give us a reasonable profit. So to those of you asking questions, maybe you have one or two things you want to learn how to make use of earlier trade. How I'm able to do this. How I was able to do what? To anticipate the market. This is 2021 trade, okay? And those of you asking questions, I've been trading wave since 2020. So I've been trading it perfectly. So the only thing there is that I noticed that a lot of you guys are looking for quick escape, okay? But it is a process. Sometimes you do analysis, there is no potential. You have to wait for the right opportunity to present themselves to you. So which is why I do have a lot of pre-market analysis. This was December 2021, December 15, and this was February, the result after. You can see just as we did what? Anticipated. So now, if you see me writing invalidate levels simply mean the area I did not expect price to get to. If you look here, that's why I wrote this. This was the invalidate what? The figures, the levels that price should never get to. If it gets it, my counting is gone, which all I simply need to do is to start. Excuse me, if it gets to the starting point of wave one, my counting is gone, which all I simply need to do is to start a new count. But note on this analysis, I wrote confirmation level to buy. This 2021, this confirmation levels to buy, it is a good opportunity. Once price break it, there is chances that price will keep going well. upward without coming back to the level. You can see what it did. So you have to wait for the right opportunity to present themselves to you. I've done several. You can see here's another one. Okay, you can see it here. So there is no big deal about it. All you simply need to do is to wait for the right opportunity. Here's another example. You can see. So what price are doing, if you are able to understand it clearly, there's no big deal. All you simply need to, these are my journal, trade I've traded. So from that of, I think from 2018 or 2019, if you go to the platform, you'll be able to see. I do have losing trade too, but that does not mean that my loss is more than that of my winning. My winning is times 15 of that of my what? My loss. Out of 20 trade, probably I will have maybe one or two losing trade. I'm not just saying this. I have record for it. I have track record for it. If you ask me, I can always show you all the time. Do you get me? So please don't be in haste to trade all pairs. Always wait for confirmation. If you have analysis, wait for confirmation. Without having a proper confirmation, there's no point of you jumping into the market. And the other thing you guys need to understand is that you don't need to trade all the time. You need to wait for the right opportunity to present themselves to you. So without doing that, if you are doing like just want to trade all the time, you always give your hard-earned money back to the what? To the market. So it is best you wait for the right opportunity to present themselves to you. And once they do, you can always go in and make a reasonable profit. So that's one thing I want you guys to what? To understand. Now the other thing you guys need to know is this. Elliott wave is not something you learn in the space of 1 month. No. It can take you weeks, years, months. Do you understand me now? It depends on how fast you are good with learning. So a lot of you guys asking questions, seeing me doing this now. I didn't just start today. It is a process. It never starts what? Today. I can remember 2023, there's a guy that sent me, I sent this analysis out that people should start selling. The first thing he did send to me was that of what? Why is it that this market is bullish? Why did I say it's going to sell? It has to do with experience, knowing what works in the market and what is not working in the what? In the market. So I'm not just saying this, I'm saying it based on what, because I truly know what is working. So I'm not the type that will come on social media to start showing off, because the truth of it is that you should be able to learn one or two things from what I'm passing across to you. If you're not doing that, I'm not helping you. Do you understand? So please wait for clear breakout. Upon clear breakout, you can always go in and buy the market way or what. So that's my take on that of the EURAUD. So if you have any other question, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Bye.